Well, that was quite handy, wasn't it? I turned it around to show various things and I managed to hit the off button. So I'm going to have to try and splice them somehow together, and I'm crap at editing, so it's going to be interesting how I can get two together. I don't know how I'm going to do it, so there'll probably be part A and part B. That probably will be the one, actually. Right, so I'm going to do Pride now. With these, see, I kind of also prefer using these bottles because there's just the same amount goes into each one of them, you know, no more no less can get into one of those. And whereas this set I've got a few big ones, medium ones, small ones, and then I've got very small ones, so it means I have to sort through all these first, and I can't just put these on 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, which is like what I do with the others, because I need to figure out which ones have got the most in, because the most ones will go in the biggest kit. Now, what have I done with my scissors? There they are, completely unorganized. What surprise, eh? Right, these are the small amounts, so they can all go in the little boxes, but the thing is, some of them are big. Oh, hell's teeth. Right, I'm going to just snip them off, because they're not in any particular order, they're just in order of size, so they're not in DMC order, which is a bit of a pain. So I shall just do this. Oh, yeah, that is a AB 130. Yes. So we'll see. Oh, my neck is already killing me. 3371, that's only one of those. Yes, I don't know. Well, we had some nice sunny weather, but it's sort of gone a bit cloudy now. 3826, so I've got two of those. 938. 400. 3864. I've got to keep an eye on these because some of them are doubled up, obviously, like this one. So I think they're the same. 951 and 951, yeah. Right, so wonder how much 310 I've got in these. Oh, that red and that blue. They're really nice, aren't they? 107 for the red, 137 for the blue. Sweet. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh no, hold on a minute. Wasn't one supposed to be a fairy dust? I don't know whether there is, but there's six. Ow! Keep doing that. I go to cut, I end up cutting into my hand. Oh dear, here's the dreaded 310. 3 bags. Well, they're definitely going in the big one, weren't they? 728. 2 bags of 728. Oh, quite a few bags of, I suppose that's her hair. 783. Oh, and 3 bags of 976. Oh dear, it's going to be a toss-up. Right. What I shall be doing is I shall just be kitting them up in the appropriate boxes, and then I'll be moving them around to see which one goes where, which order I'll have it. So are you doing any events this coming June? I mean, I went hell for leather last week doing my this one, my DIY. It's a cross-stitch conversion one. So I went, you know, really nuts doing that one last week, and I laid, how many did I lay last week? Is that the book? Yeah, last week I laid 16,689 drills. I was trying to get ahead for this coming week for when I go in for my operation, so I don't have to, you know, if I don't get round to doing any, I've already done my allotted sort of amount, but in advance. All right, so let's go. I've got my bin ready. 3776. Well, that's obviously one of those. So let's get all the ones which I can do little ones for. Quite a few. I think they can go in a little one. And they can. And they are a big one. I could do a big and a little. That's a medium one. So you probably can't see half of this, what I'm doing. And then my threes. Then I've got twos and ones. I've got some sort of medium size ones. Right. So actually I've got a fair few ones that will go into the little pots. Alright, so here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. 700. Hey? Which one's this? Oh, hold on a minute. That's Pride. Forget Pride, we'll go for the Kiss. Now what have I done with that? There it is. These are for the Kiss. That was a bit too much yellow. Luckily spotted of the first one and luckily they didn't have that colour in the other one. Alright, so there we go. And it begins. Now I do have a funnel. I prefer this sort of funnel than the rubber ones, the silicone ones, because silicone ones seems to, if you've got static, the drills tend to stick a lot more on the silicone ones, and they're a bit bulky and everything else. Whereas that I can just go down they go in the hatch. All right. Oh, I need the tray. Yep. Okay. There's a bit of static. This is another thing which I don't quite like with the Elizabeth Ward is the lids. They're so stiff and they just sort of, you know, don't go very far. I mean, yes, I can take them off, but you know, that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Oh, there we go. One down. The labels, trying to make sure that they stay on. All right, what next? 912. I don't think I'll need that for this one. 912, there we go. The campfire. It'd probably fit on better if I cut off the you know, the numbers at the very beginning, because I don't tend to use those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ones. I tend to just use symbol and DMC. Right, 947. Lovely orange, very bright. 947. That one there. Yeah, so this one is for Summer with the Masters. First time doing it. I mean, last year I had good intentions and I got Zodiac to do that one, but I never got around to doing it. And as much as I liked Zodiac, it was just sort of kind of like sitting there, and I knew that I wouldn't get round to doing it, even, you know, saving it for another, you know, Summer with the Masters. I thought, nah, I don't really want to do it. So I put it up on the D-stash and it went. So, oh, botherations and knickers, as they say. Yeah, so that one got sold and went off to its person, its new owner. But wow, 702. Yes, but 2 months to do this one, and I don't think we have to finish it. I think they are allowing us not to finish it if we don't want to. I know that diamond painting for pets, they want you've got to fill in the entry form, and they'll have an exit form. So as soon as you've done it, you've got to fill in the exit form, so it tells them that you've finished. Then you're eligible for the prizes. But I mean, you know, if I get a prize, I get a prize. If I don't, it's no big shakes. And I probably won't, because there's probably loads of people doing this. 938. I hope this one will fit in. Soon find out. Yeah, but I think that one should really go in that one. I don't particularly want to overdo it, do I? Do you know what I mean? It's so easy using these. Bubble bump, done. Now, what did I say that was? 938. I must remember to put the sticker on first. 938. Right, so 945. Come on. Gotcha. So if you're doing some with the masters, let me know which ones you're doing. And if you're doing diamond painting for pets or the diversity one, write down in the comments which one you're going to be doing, kitting up. Oh dear, quite tired today. I was exhausted yesterday. I had to go, I had a pre-op appointment at the hospital, and oh my word, that was a palaver and a half. Yep, the appointment was for 9:30. So I booked the patient transport, and they say be ready 2 hours beforehand. So I was dutifully ready 2 hours beforehand, which meant getting up a bit earlier. And I was like, oh God. And yeah, didn't turn up, did it? I called them up about, what, 8:30 and said, look, I'm a bit concerned because I've got to get up through to York. And the thing is with York, oh bugger, I've done it again. 3371. Thing is with York, at that time, there's, you know, traffic. You know, rush hour traffic. Ooh, that one got me. And I was concerned that we weren't going to make it because I had to go right round to the other side of York. You either go through it, York, or you hit the bypass, and that can get gridlocked at certain times. So I was worried. So I phoned up the hospital transport and said, look, it's still not here. Oh, let me phone them up and see where they are. Oh yes, they're on their way. They're not far away. And I thought, yeah, I know this. Said they'd be with you within 10 minutes. I thought, yeah. Well, they never turned up. This other taxi turned up instead, and he was late, and he'd already picked up some. I've done it again. This is what happens when I talk and whatever. 436. And that's why I prefer the other ones, because I've already got the stickers on them. But well, right, so 137. Yes, so I had to get in that one. Then of course they had to go through to the other hospital first, and I was up at the other Clifton Park Hospital, whatever it was, and so it was fun and games. I got there for about, what, 10 o'clock. Luckily they still saw me, but they had to race through it all. And I was home by 11:30, 11:40. And I was so tired from waiting, because I have fibro and CF. and other things, I was just, it wipes me out. It's the stress of everything else as well, you know, the anxiety of, you know, I needed to be there on time. I have to be places, you know, if the appointment says the appointment, I've got to know when and there. And I mean, if I was travelling myself, I used to drive, and when I'm doing it again, 7:45, and when I used to drive, I used to make sure I'd set off quite early, and it didn't matter if I was up the other end and I was like an hour early, because I would sooner that and wait there than be late. And so, you know, that's different. But of course, you're not in control. You're at the hands of others, and it's sort of a bit, well, it's a lot stressful, to be honest. And next week it's going to be even more stressful, because I have the operation next week, and my operation starts, or they said, be up at the hospital for 7:30. So I've booked the transport, but they say 2 hours early, so 7:30, and it's a fasting one. So it means I've got to take my tablets when I wake up, I think. No, yeah, I can have them when I wake up, but I don't think I can have any water or something to drink them down, swallow them down with. Luckily, I've got the, I think I'll probably just have a little bit of water, just enough to, you know, obviously I won't go guzzling it, but I'll need some to swallow them down, because otherwise they just get stuck in your throat and they start melting, don't they? Tablets melting. Ugh. I got the film coated ones this time, but even so, they still... What? Get in! Yeah. They still, you know, can get stuck. Oh dear. 3787. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that one. I said to the guy, I mean, when I went for the pre-op, well, the first appointment I had, and I saw the consultant who's going to be doing it, and I said, look, I don't want to be general anaesthetic. I've never been general anaesthetic, and you know, and I was joking with him, saying, can you do it while awake? Because I'd sooner that than general anaesthetic. Don't care if I know it's going to be painful, but you know. And he said, well, I can do it, but you know, we can do arm blocks, you know. And I went, oh. So they're going to be doing a block, even though it had, when I went for the pre-op, it had down as general anaesthetic. And I said, and he says, well, you can speak to the anaesthetist beforehand that you didn't want a general anaesthetic. And I should say, yeah, because what's the point of them asking you what you want, and then they go and say something completely different, and you can't read their writing either. I mean, you certainly couldn't read his, and stuff. So I was like, oh, great. So I've got to sort that out. So I'm stressing about that, and then I've got to stress out, will the taxi arrive to get me there for 7:30, and in the morning, and then I've got to take an overnight bag just in case, they said. And also if I want to be a bit more comfortable in there and stuff, and then I'm thinking, oh God, what have I got that's, because it's a private hospital, even though it's through NHS, it's a private hospital, and I'm like thinking, oh God, they're all going to be poshos there with like Prada type, you know, M&S Prada type nightwear or whatever. And I don't know, that's just me in my head, just thinking they're going to be all there with... I've done it again! Oh my God! 3787. Oh, bugger. No, it wasn't 3787, that was the one before. 938? Nope. Oh, for God's sake. 337, I've done that one, I remember. 912. 913. This is crazy. 745. I don't think it's 745. No. I can hear you. You're shouting, but I can't hear you. Give shout loud enough. Louder. 137. They're the ABs. 947. Nope. 700, my lad. No. Problem is, I've got some in here from the other day. So I could be pulling out one that I've already done. I tried to put them in a bag. Oh, right, here we go. Let's see. 316. Yes! Is it? Well, it's one I haven't had. I'm going to keep them out there. 316. That is a... Yeah, that is that. I bet I'm not the only one that does this. I know, I can't be. Right, so we want 890. Yeah, so I'm going to be stressed out as to whether I'm going to be there in time and... Yeah, so yesterday I was wiped out, and I know I'm going to be totally wiped out come next week. So I'm trying to get the laundry all sorted. I just brought it all downstairs because I live in a very small house. It's there's not enough room, not for me, my craft stuff, especially, and my diamond paint. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I must have accidentally cut that. I was cutting them apart. I don't recall doing that. Okay, it was a small bag, so, and I caught them. Eek. Oh, I put the 3835. Yeah, so it's oh, I don't know. Yeah. I don't like joy of joys. I've got so much that I want to do. I'm not a proper YouTuber, you could tell. I'd like to be, but I'm too ADD-ish, ADHD or whatever it is. 37, 27, I get bored so easily. And, you know, and I find the bit that I enjoy most is sort of getting all the stuff for the kit. And then, apart from diamond painting, well, I've actually done the diamond painting. But I can go quite well at getting stuff for craft things that I fancy doing. So I fancy doing book making, book binding a few months back, and I got all the stuff for it, you know. Lots of lovely Chiagami papers, cost an arm and a leg, and everything else. Got all the kit, and then by the time I had it all in, it was like, oh, I've gone off of it now. Whereas I have to do it then and there. What's that? 3607, doing it again. But it's so, now I've got it all in, so when that hits me again, the urge hits me again, then I can do something with it. But, you know, and I mean, it's stupid because I have basically got the kit. I've got a corner puncher, an industrial corner puncher. I got one of those professional guillotine things, you know, that slides it in, clamps it down, and then, you know, and I really went to town on all the stuff, thinking, yeah, I'll do it. And then I went for ages, and I got lots of those paper pads like Stamperia and things like that. For covers and things. Then I started printing my own covers, and I was doing my own little booklets. I haven't got any around here, but you know, I get, for starters, I've got about 3 million of these things. I've got you name it, I've got it, you know, all for crafting and stuff like that. It's just nuts. And then so I've now got a gazillion and one little notepads, because I also got a pamphlet stapler and stuff. So and I've sewn some little ones up, so I've got a gazillion of those, because I tend to go in through phases where I just manufacture them basically. I just, you know, get on a conveyor belt type thing and I just make them. So I've got lots and lots of them, and I made a lot of what's it called, journal, TN Traveller's Notebooks journal types, laminated covers with the elastic, so then you can put the books inside and stuff like that. So I've got those, which I'm now got to try and figure out what to do. And what I might do is I might make them into turn them into diamond painting journals. That might be nice. 898, but we'll see. But you see, I go through phases where I just, you know, so my house is chocker. And I used to have a shop. I used to have a bricks and mortar shop in town, and it was a fabric one. And then my head went bang, and I had to close. And so my house is full up with loads of fabric hidden away in bookcases and all the other stuff that I had to do with it, you know. Lots and lots of things. I've got shot a load of things, but I've still got, you know, masses of stuff, which I'm slowly trying to sell. But, you know, it's hard because you're trying to work out when, you know, which I can no longer sell on Etsy, and then half of it I couldn't sell on Etsy because it's already pre-made, and you have to go in through all the details of, you know, the other manufacturing whatever it is, and I can't be bothered. So I'm on eBay, just working my way through, but I haven't done any for ages. I haven't put anything up. I've just let the ones on there just run, because I've been depressed for a bit, so in therapy for that as we speak. But yeah, so it's life gets in the way of doing lots of things. Probably a medium. Some of these kits I have, they've been missing a backpack that I've needed, and they've been short, and you just sort of think, great. Right. I hope you can see this. Not that it's very interesting. I enjoy the kitting up and the kitting down. I think I much prefer the kitting down process. But 796. Yeah. So I've already managed to finish about 6 colours of this big diamond painting that I'm doing. This big diamond painting, it's of the Untamed, and it's going to go up in my bedroom. No, it's not. It's going to go on the sitting room on my fireplace breast wall when I've completely finished stripping that down from its hideous wallpaper that I had when I moved in. So I really want to try and get this place sorted out. But it's so little. I've got it. Everything is crammed in, so there's no space to get to anywhere. So if I wanted to even to have, say, a proper painter come in and paint it for me, I'm pretty certain he'll take one look and go, on your bike, missus. Or it'll cost me double, because he'd have to move things around, because I can't move them. And yeah. But well, we'll see. Might get someone to come and do the gloss work. Only if they like the door frames and stuff. Because they've got chipped, and where the paint, whoever painted them last, didn't do a good job, because all they did was just paint on top. They didn't key the woodwork from the door. They just paint on top. Now in effect, I'd really like to get a different door in, and actually I might just do that. I might get a shot of that door and then go and get a one with glass, so I can have light coming in. I think that'd be nice. Not fully glass at the top. $6.99, I think. Yes, I hate that one. It's either 669 or 699. But yeah. So actually, I think I might just look into the door, because I can do that one. I don't think that'll cost that much. Yeah, I'd have to get somebody to fit it, but it's a bit more affordable than somebody trying to come in and paint the whole house. Mind you, I can get them to do up the stairs, because that is the smallest. You know, the area that isn't cluttered up. Yeah, 3843. It's got hideous wallpaper on that as well. These old houses. Too many really old people have been in them. Love it to bits though. It is nice. Well, I would prefer it if my kitchen was separate from my sitting room, mind, but, well, can he be helped? Better than being homeless. That my option was at one point. 301. Oh, I need to put it on there. Map it, won't I? I think actually if I get that a little bit lower, it sort of tends to miss out near that handle. Kind of. Right. 817. Between 817. C. Right. What are we on now? Nearly there. 3776. An arrow pointing right. About 20 drills. Probably are about 20 drills. Not many are there. Guaranteed that will only just be enough, or I'll be a few short. And you can't spill any at this stage. That's why I wish they'd give you more. At one point they did in the old kits. They gave you a few more, so you knew that if you spilled any, you were still fine. But now it's like they don't give you the extras up front. You have to phone, you know, you have to message them and say, look, I'm all out of blah, and then they want to wait till the end of the picture, and then it's sort of like, great. And then you've got to photograph it, so you've got some proof that you've run out and stuff, and and then you've got to wait for them to post them to you. And of course they're in the States and I'm across the pond in the UK. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. 718. 1, 2. Right, I'm trying to figure out, I think, do I want 310 to be in the big one, or do I want one of the other ones to be in the big one? I don't know. $3608. And I think I want to get them all in these. so I don't have any spare lying about, because I haven't got any you know, place to store the extras. Right, so let's get a shot of all the bits, and I'm going to get a shot of these now. Right, so now let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 big ones. Right, so these ones can go for now. I want the ones, these single ones, and then I've got those. So I'll have the 310 in that one. I know what, let's do that one now. And then I'll fight the other ones into the little ones. Might as well. 310. I've got a pencil case, you know. I did have a pencil case which I put all these in. Can I find them? Can I, heck? Right, well, this last one, look at the static in that, eh? Oh dear, find my dry sheets, I should do, shouldn't I? It's 10, 310s though. There's usually some static. Oh, there they go. They're all jumping. I breathe into them, get a bit of moisture in, that helps a little bit. Right, better find my dryer sheet, hadn't I? Right, let's see, that is, there it is. Here we go. There we go, that's that one. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's good, so I can put these in 2. Right, where's my labels? And my pen. I had a pen. This one will have to do. Alright. Seven, 8, 3 and 9, 7, 6. Won't do those ones just yet. Nine, 7, 6. See them in a minute. Oh, this one needs a bit of a clean out. I hate it when it gets a bit of the wax in it. Oh, I need to find a better solution to the wax for my multi-placer. I use a glue dot in the single placer, but trying to get a glue dot in the multi-placer is terrible because it doesn't quite stretch across, even using the extra large glue dots. Don't quite stretch across, or if it does stretch across, it twangs back and shrinks. Right, 9, 7, 6, that's this one. Now, I'm hoping it will both fit into 2 of these. Yes, it will do. 1. Yay. So that's 976. I sometimes don't put the labels on these ones, but right. So this one is 783. I'm doing this very cat-handedly, as you can tell. I'm sorry, I've been a bit quiet, haven't I? At least these ones are not static. Because that would have been flipping fun then. Right, so that one is 783. There we go, that's 783. Right, now where are we at? Right, I'm going to do these 951. Will they fit into one of these? Nine, 5, 1. I don't know if they're going to fit in here as well. Ooh, icky thumpicus. I don't want to overfill them. Made a pixie of that one. No, I'm going to have to right, 951. Where did he go? I don't know where he went. Vanished. 951. Do 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 do. All right. Dear, I'm not going to have enough. Oh, just. 3826 and 728. Oh dear. 728. So I think we're going to have these with two of them. Two of these for the others. 728 and 3826. There we go. 728. That's this one. Missed a bit, didn't I? Oh dear, static again. Oh. Where has my, there it is. I mean, it could be worse. There could have been a lot more static than there actually is. Put a bit of dry sheet in and then waggle it about a bit, kick it around. Usually it's calmed down a bit by the time I need it. Alright, so where are we on now? We are on this one, 3826. Nearly done. I won't bore you with sorting out the canvas because I haven't got the room for it. I have to I'll wait till Sunday when I've got this up on the hanger to photograph it, and then I'll have the table spare. Then I'll do it then, I think. Ah, yes. Aha. There we go. Perfect. It's going to change though. All right, so now I'm possibly going to need two. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Whoa, I have got enough. All right. 4, 3, 3. Right, well these ones I might as well just put all on, mightn't I? 400. I better get some labels out as well and start putting those on. Sort those labels out. See, if I'd had the other ones down, but they're all full, so I can't really actually one I can empty out, one I can put into a new one, because it was for another cross stitch conversion that I was starting to do, which was around the Spangler one, but I've really gone off that. So I think if I just kit that down, and then I'll have another Elizabeth Ward container which I can swap out a few maybe. Right, 433, that's that one. Right, let's see. Get in. Oh, okay, don't get in. That one. And it's very cack-handed. But it'd be better than doing it, waiting till next week when my arm's all sore, because I have to use this. All right, 433. Very big sticker. And let's do this. 106, 400, 780, 841. Oh, that's another 780. Bugger. They're going to take 4. Well, I've got enough. $780, $780. I'll do 4 of those, and then 3864, and the last one 640. Right. So let's do $640. Here we go. Well, ooh. So this one's 640. And here we go. All right, 3864. Oh, look there, it's still on there. I didn't do it. Right, now I've got more off there. Right. Here we go. One. And with these ones, I tend to use the ones in these ones first. Right, 841. Some of these are a little bit too loose. I have to $400. Yeah. I'm a bit of a sucker for having all the... I started off with those sets of 4, and there were 7 sets of 4 in a little tray thing, and then I got the double ones. But they were good to start off with, and I didn't like them, but the lids started getting a bit weaker of various sets that I got thereafter, and I'd end up with a whole tray load of mixed drills from where they'd you know, the lids had burst open, and they never seemed to hold as much as I wanted, so I gave up with those pretty darn fast, really. But yes, but they're handy for storing things in, you know, extras. So I've got to do, what else I've got? So I'll be doing another video on kitting up of the Pride, and then I will do a video on sorting out my round spares, my round drills, and then I might do a video of me kitting down the Randall Spangler one. 780. Oh, I've done too many of these. I forgot I already had one for 780. Two. Well, who knows, I might need that 5th one, but at least we have enough, and I have a spare one there as well. Right, so 2 in each set of 2, so that should do it, shouldn't it? Right, then I've got to organise them which way round I want them. I tend to do them numerically, and then I do numerically, then alphabet, and then symbols. And the symbols, I tend to split them up into that's another one with into like maths ones, which are like, you know, the division, the minus, etc. Right, let's see, that's that one, the last one. That's that one. And here we go. Woo! Right, so that's that. So I can just tidy away this. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that right now. So I've done this. Oops. Whoop! Go flying, don't they? That's a bit of the downside of this. Right. So what I will do is I cut that bit off. See, this bit will make good whatnot, release paper. If you just peel all that bit off, and the back of that makes great release paper. Right, so that I will tend to stick in just in the lid. I won't stick it to the lid because then it's a devil of a pig's job to get off. Right, so now we have that. I'm going to tidy the decks a little bit. Right, I'm going to have a slurp of my probably cold tea now. Yeah, right. So now we're going to organise it. Let's take these out first. Right. And let's sort. Right, we want numerical. 106. That's 1. 1. Now we want 2. There's 3. There's 8. 7. 2. 3. Oh no, I'm doing these numbers, the middle numbers, not these numbers, but they are the same, aren't they? Right, so C, A. Right, let's get all the 7, 8, 9. E. 4. Is there a 5? She says. Let's sort this one out a bit more. Where would be my tweezers? There, put it lower down. Right, okay. 4, 7, 8, 9. There doesn't seem to be any other one after that. Right. 1, 2 dots, 3 dots. Then we have that's a dot as well, the sort, it's a square dot. Oh dear, that's a bit too squeezed in. Oh dear. Trying to get all the numbers, the letters. T. That one can go up there. That one can go up there.